Welcome everybody to Meet Me in the Middle. I'm Lindsay Pollard, and this is
Raymond Broughton.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead. This is
Hey, and I'm Joy Martin. We're just all in the middle today.
We are in the middle today, and we have a special guest with us. And this special young man down here is Raymond Broughton. He is my son-in-law. He is the best son-in-law in the world, my only one. But I love this guy. So he decided that he would be a champ today and come on our show and share with us his journey about weight loss and the surgery that he had. And so Raymond, take us away. Tell us who you are and tell us what brought you to the point of getting the gastric bypass surgery.
Well, I'm Raymond. I said I'm 33, and when I initially started thinking about weight loss surgery, it was 10 years ago. It took me 10 years to get to the point where I decided to say yes to the surgery. I got to be 436 pounds as my highest weight.
Wow.
I had never weighed that much, but the part where I had just had my first son, who was 4, just turned 5, and I was about to have a new baby. And I kept thinking to myself, my wife and I were talking, it was like, well, I can't stay this size and have another baby. I can't stay this size and be an example to her and to my 2 children. So the next thought was maybe I should look at weight loss surgery. And that was difficult in itself because it felt like I was going in a cheap route initially, just because surgery is such a serious thing. And then you start as a fat person, you start to think about, what you can't have and what you can't do and what you can't eat. And I'm a cook, so I love to eat and then cook my food and eat some more and then taste it and try that. And I love spicy foods. It's like, can I not have this? And so my wife helped me. She found a couple people from her college that talked to me about them having the weight loss. But it was really difficult to find somebody, a Black male my age that's had the surgery or was even willing to talk about it.
Okay, so let me ask, have you always, I feel like I've always struggled with, weight issues. I mean, I don't know, sometimes we all say we're just born that way. Some people started out real skinny and then they got big, but I was never real skinny. So did you always struggle with weight, or did this just come on more after adulthood or something?
No, I said I was skinny probably when I was an adolescent. I said as I got to the 3rd grade, I was in a husky.
Okay.
I got thrown at football. I got picked on a lot. I got made to be Santa Claus often. So it stuck with me. It's like, okay, I'm the big guy now, so I'm just gonna be big. I'm just gonna be the Hulk in everybody's room, so that they know I might be big, but don't take advantage of me. So it played a role as far as me being normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not normal anymore because I'm starting to look back at from where I am now to then. It's like I was unhealthy, but to me, I didn't look unhealthy.
Yeah.
And I felt fine. And my doctor was like, well, you have nothing wrong with you. You have no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no cholesterol issues. You just overweight. I said, yeah. And that's the hard part. Is like, I'm healthy. I'm perfectly fine. I can run. I'm actually, even at 436, I'm fast. As I got quick hands, quick feet. It was like, so there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
But there is.
So it hadn't, I mean, you still had a lot of energy and all that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, the only thing is, getting winded. I said I had quick bursts. I can move real fast to catch my son when he's running away or something. But it was like, I know I used to be a lot faster. I used to be a lot quicker. And but one thing I started to notice was I couldn't wear button-ups anymore. I used to wear a button-up every day for work.
Yeah.
And I transitioned from button-ups to wearing polos.
Yeah.
More comfortable, easier to get, and I don't look big.
Right, right.
Well, there's so many aspects of this that you've touched on already. I mean, the whole like biopsychosocial, I mean, you've like touched a myriad of things already with, something that could veer into the mental health part of it or the social part of it. I mean, just to even think back about what you were saying that, people made you the Santa Claus every year. So it's almost like, people are prophesying into your life. You're big, and that's who you are. And I mean, that just like, it rips at my heart just to think that, you accepted that, you accepted that, you embraced it. And then you also used it as almost like a defense mechanism. Because like you were saying, the Hulk, there's a presence in this room, don't mess with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting, very, very interesting. So when you were looking into a doctor that could perform the gastric bypass, what specifically were you looking for?
Well, that started off kind of funny. Part of the things I was looking for, I used to watch 600 Pound Life as my motivation. And that doctor on there, he is very strict, but he was good with his craft. He was all the way in Texas. So from like basically just overdoing it on watching those shows, that's what I was looking for. Someone who had at least the length amount of surgeries, the experience of someone working with my size, because being at 436, that even put more pressure on me being under anesthesia. It put me at risk of not waking up just based on that particular weight going into the 500s. So here in Mobile, there is a surgical associates that are dedicated just for it. They won the NAPI awards for their surgeries, and the one I had has the some of the most surgeries done for the state. So I was like, I felt more comfortable, and he was a younger guy too at that. So I felt comfortable going to him and just having a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of research did you do before? Because I know you must have, I don't know, are you like this where you look at all the what ifs, or did you just try not to go there? Or, I mean, did you look at the, this and that and the other could happen, or hear testimonials? What do you do? What kind of research did you do?
Well, I started off like in Facebook. I found a bunch of VSG groups and just started. I joined some. Didn't really say much, but you watch other people ask their question, and what you start to see was like, what can you eat? I said, what can you have? What happens after the surgery? Some people, have had to go back and have it redone because it didn't go well the first time, or they didn't do well with the anesthesia and it didn't work, or they didn't follow their diet before the surgery. The diet they give you is to shrink your liver, which they don't tell you that if your liver is too big, you can't have your surgery.
Oh,
Didn't
I
know
did
that.
not know that. Huh, interesting. What diet shrinks your liver?
That diet
Never heard of a skinny liver diet.
I lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks. It was basically all liquid. So the first week was we started going on protein shakes, soups, and water.
Okay.
And then closer to the last 4 days is mostly all water and Jello, sugar-free Jello.
Okay. Wow.
Did you get nauseated at all for not eating?
Slightly. I got slightly nauseated in the beginning of it, just because I went from eating a lot of greasy foods to just, I don't even know if it was 800 calories in a day.
Yeah.
It was more water than anything.
I thought you were going to say, did you get irritable? Did you get hungry?
I'm an angry, hungry person. I was angry. But then, because I had also cooked for my family too. So I'm in there, I'm not eating. I said, but I'm cooking and making the food. So I'm smelling everything. But it was like, I'm not going to pay for this surgery and miss my opportunity just because I ate something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so did you have to lose weight before? Okay, so you had to lose weight before and you lost the 30 pounds. Was that the maximum that they required? Was it 30 pounds or was it?
Well, I said, because I didn't have any medical issues, they didn't ask me to lose any weight.
Okay.
That 30 pounds came with just sticking to their program as far as preparing for surgery.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people do, depending on, like, they should be diabetic, they change your diet kind of earlier. And mind you, this process initially takes 6 months to get to. Like when I started with the first conversation, they gave me I didn't have a regular doctor. So he set me up with a regular doctor, and that started a 6-month process. Mm-hmm. So then I had to go to my regular doctor almost twice a month. Okay. And have him check me out, check my vitals, and see how my weight is going. He asked about diet as well, but he said, my doctor was like, well, you really just need the surgery at this point. There's nothing wrong with you. And that's so difficult to kind of take in, because there's nothing wrong with you. Mm-hmm. You're just heavy.
Right.
It takes 6 months just to prepare for this surgery?
Yes, ma'am.
The usual, right?
The usual 6 months. And also, other side of that, some my insurance actually paid for it, but some insurances don't. That took a process too. Because I have no medical history, because I've had nothing to go to the doctor for, I had to provide pictures of myself as a large person so that they would approve me for the surgery as well as the 6 months.
Okay. Wow. I did not know there was so much pre-surgery prep. I mean, usually I've had a bunch of surgeries, but it's just like, that overnight, don't eat or drink after midnight. I mean, yours went, it's like for 6 months, don't eat or drink. No. Don't eat or drink certain things, I guess, or don't, you just had such a limited diet. Wow. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay. So do you want to stop here and then go into the nitty gritty of surgeries next?
Yeah,
sure.
Let's do it, guys. Hey, come back. We're going to come back for us in just a minute. But so come back for episode 2 with Raymond Broughton.